Oh, hey Rumi. How's it going? Sleep well? That's good. Oh shit, did I wake you? Oh, that's good to hear. Not that you couldn't sleep anymore, but I'm glad that I didn't wake you up. Oh, no, I can't really relate. I don't really sleep like you do. For me, it's dreamless, almost like death. It's quiet, dark, cold, but I guess I'm always kind of cold, but you know what I mean. It's hard for us to push off like unconsciousness and like falling asleep. Well, most of us. Many of us. I can't really speak for all kindred. Um, Staying awake during the day is basically impossible for me. I've only ever been able to do it when I was really close to death or really near something that was like a big danger. Yeah, like when you found me. Yeah. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised you waited this long to ask. I don't mind. I've already broken the masquerade to you anyway. There's not really much difference in you knowing the specifics or not. What do you want to know? So, the term isn't exactly like or unlike the ones that you see in a lot of pop culture. No, it's the kindred. We call it the embrace. It's a very intimate experience for many, and most of us know how to do it instinctually. Our blood is, well, cursed, kind of. I don't really know all the details. My old pack never really cared to talk like that far back history stuff with me, although I probably should have asked. I didn't really think about it at the time. When someone is embraced, they lose all of their blood, and then a single drop of the sire's blood is kind of like injected, and then you start from there. It's a really weird experience. I don't understand a lot of it. My clan, the Gangrel, we're not really the brains of the kindred underworld. Not to say that we're stupid. I think that we're actually pretty good with the knowledge that we carry from pack to pack. It's just not the same kind of knowledge that some of the other clans really value. It sounds pretty metal when you hear it in a vacuum, I'm sure, but it's a terrifying experience. Trust me. Yeah, that's why I'm so cold all the time, as far as I understand it at least. There's no blood to carry the heat. Does it hurt? I guess mine didn't. I just felt cold, then tired, then weak. Like I was glass being heated up and then almost shattered. It's a terrifying experience. Me. Um, I was turned back in the 50s. I was shot during a protest, and the person that I was, we'll say, with at the time was a vampire. I didn't realize it. She loved my spirit and the way that I protected the other protesters. She didn't want to lose that, and so she embraced me. I remember feeling it for the first time. That hunger, it was so much worse than what you saw before, and in so many horrifying ways. I felt like the cold was like ice creeping up my skin, but inside, in my chest, I felt warmth, but not like a comfortable warmth. It was like a fire that I needed to unleash. Like, I needed to quench it. Like, I needed something to stop it, to stop the feeling, to stop feeling like I was gonna burn up, like I was gonna shatter, like I was gonna break in two, like I was gonna lose myself. I couldn't control it. I didn't understand what was going on, and I heard someone. Can we talk about something different? Um, sure. So, other supernatural things. Um, Let me think. So, I told you about lupines before, but there are humans involved in this stuff too. Sure, there are hunters, like you can imagine that. Most aren't really very powerful, but some have made weapons that are like tailor made to kill kindred and other supernatural beings. I don't know why necessarily, but they just don't make the info about the kindred, lupines, and others public. Um, but I'm not going to say no to it. Um, some are altered in a way. I don't completely get it. They're not completely human, but yeah. There are ghosts and spirits too, but I've never really seen one myself. Fairies exist, I think. I heard about it once from my pack's storyteller, but even she didn't have much info, really. One thing that terrified me, even though I'm a kindred, was finding out demons are real. I don't know much about them, and I haven't directly seen one, but I've seen the aftermath of one. And it was a lot, even for us, even for my pack. There are other supernatural things. I don't know too much about them. I've never really been a very well connected vampire, so I don't have a lot of info. But maybe if I find some info on that someday, I'll tell you. Oh, uh, you want to know more about me? Um, sure. Well, my full name is Penelope Rogers. I bet if you look hard enough, you might find some pictures of me at some protests, but I don't know. I never really went looking. Oh, I was with a couple of different groups in New York at the time. Nothing that made national headlines, but I wanted to do my part to try to make the world better. My pops died back in World War II. I never really met him, but I know he beat up a Nazi, so he was a pretty cool dude in my book. My mom was pretty busy trying to make ends meet. She never really had time for me. That's kind of how I fell in with the groups that I did. I know she was just trying her best, though. She had so much going on her plate. I never really blamed her for not being present, but sometimes I worry that she blamed herself. I I think she thought I died that night when I was shot. I don't know. I just sometimes it's something I think about. When she died, I watched the burial from a distance. A lot of people showed up. It makes me hope she was happy, at least. I wish I could have told her that I survived. My pack was still around then. I remember our leader, Marcus, he hugged me tighter than I think I had ever been hugged before. He stayed with me at her grave until we needed to leave at sunrise. And I just stood there looking at it, thinking about all the ways that I could have tried to talk to her, how I could have broken the masquerade, how I could have done something. I haven't been back there since. I can't face her. Shit. Sorry. I'm getting blood all over your couch. Who would have thought that crying blood would make for such a mess? I promise I'll remove it later. I have a good recipe for cleaner for this. Yeah, it's pretty good, and hopefully you won't have to worry about any stains or anything. I guess even undead crying makes you tired. So, now that you know more about me and my kind, what do you think? Are you scared of them, of me? That's sweet. Thanks. And thanks for making this place cozy. Just don't go around picking up other supernatural strays, okay? I don't share. Crap. Well, I guess it is getting late. Well, it's getting early. It doesn't matter. I should sleep. You want me to put my head in your lap? I suppose it's as comfortable as anywhere. Penny for your thoughts? Yeah, I guess it was a pretty good call. Coming here with you. I'm glad I did. Thanks for this. I hope you have a good day.